So he was a violinist, and that is abundantly clear in his writing for the violin. He understands how it works. His virtuosity is dazzling, but it's never, fits well in the hands. He knows how to. I mean, it's a clever thing to do to write a violin concerto in G minor and then ultimately major. The instrument rings as one always hopes it might. um,
Yeah.
and he just writes a really good tune also. I
Uh,
think the second movement is one of the most beautiful slow movements. I find it incredibly wistful and um, personal and intimate, punctuated by these moments of what one might think of as kind of quintessentially British, a nod to Elgar, like the pomp and
yeah.
circumstance. So he sort of goes in and out of referencing well-known voices like Elgar, like Dvorak, and having something that's very much his own and very personal. I sort of hate comparisons of lesser known music to well-known music. I find it very lazy, so I try to avoid doing that. But I know that for some people, it helps to provide a little bit of context between various composers. So yeah, I think it's sort of a perfect violin concerto in many ways. Right from the get-go, it sort of sweeps you into this whirlwind, while also kind of suggesting like sit down and let me tell you a story, and then it sort of weaves you through all of these different little worlds, and then between the lush romanticism of his language and his beautiful melodies and the virtuosity, I think it's just an ideal piece. If I had to compare it most closely to another, I would maybe put it in the same category as the Bruch G minor. Not just because they're both in the same key, but um, it's a not totally dissimilar world. It is and it isn't, but it's like a
Yeah.
good compact
Yeah. They're intense.
showstopper.
Sure.
Yeah,
There's an extra degree of interest for us, of course, because he lived in Croydon, and of course
Croydon. Yeah, he's my neighbor.
in Brighton. That's pretty, next door in a way.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
probably
and
a lot of people won't know that. So
I have to go through Croydon to get to Brighton from where I live in Southeast London.